What's good, Joe? Welcome back to Boothside Sports. It's been a minute, but free agency's been going on. So let's just kick right into it. Sahil, who is your one winner for free agency?
I want to talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Okay.
I think they made some great moves in free agency. The first two of their smaller moves that I think were great value. Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins were both
Yeah.
re-signed on team-friendly contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Joe, a pure three-point shooter. Aaron
Yeah.
Wiggins, kind of a do-it-all backup guard. I think they were great pickups, great re-signings, and I think they're going to be great off the bench for this um, really strong squad in the West. I think one of their other moves that I think is going to be
Mm-hmm.
amazing for them next season is the Alex Caruso trade.
Yeah.
Trading Josh Giddey, who was kind of washed out there. All of the the bad media, all of it's led to him. He needed his own reset somewhere, and they sent him to Chicago. I think Chicago was kind of dumb to just do a pure swap. They should have tried to get picks, but they didn't. And
Yeah.
OKC was bore the fruit of that. They got Alex Caruso, who's a great defender. We've loved Alex
Yeah.
Caruso for years.
Caruso
He's
go, bro.
amazing. We
That's our
love him.
guy, bro. We love Alex.
I think he's one of the best guard defenders in the NBA. He's gone all
Yeah.
defensive for a while now. He's great, and it's going to be fun to watch him beside that Lou Dort and all the other defensive guys on that team. But I think their number one move that I really like the most in free agency, and it might seem like a lot of money, but Isaiah Hartenstein,
Yeah.
because we saw in that playoff series against the Mavs that they were missing rebounding. Derek Lively was crushing Chet Holmgren on the inside, and the issue is like Chet plays so much more like a shooter that they want to be able to roam him like kind of like a mini Kevin Durant type of deal.
Yeah.
That I think it's going to be great for them if they move Chet to the four and have Hartenstein at the five,
Yeah.
pick up rebounds. One of the best offensive rebounders in the playoffs last year
Mm-hmm.
on that Knicks squad, and I think it's going to take it to another level with this Thunder squad. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's a quick one, but it's an easy one to kind of think
Yeah.
about.
And Caruso takes pressure off Dort too.
Right.
And now honestly, this is probably like in next like year, maybe 2 years, probably the end of like common era Lou Dort. I haven't been a big fan of the guy.
Me neither.
Anyway, he had that one really nice bubble stretch, but like yeah, I like Caruso more.
Me
So
too.
if Caruso can get going offensively again, post injury, then Lou Dort's out. That's it's simple as that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, whoever's knocking down their threes, because Dort was a 40% shooter this past year,
yeah,
but in the playoffs he kind of dropped off against the Mavs.
yeah.
I like Caruso as an all rounder a little bit
And a
more.
lot of that is because Shea and Chet get Dort looks because you
Yeah,
have to focus on them.
right.
But for me, the winner, the common man would say Philadelphia. The common man would. We are not common men. We have a podcast with 127 followers on Instagram. Not 126, not 128,
127.
127. And that is why I would choose the Sacramento Kings as my
All right.
winner. They they had some underrated moves. They got Malik Monk back. I rated that move a B plus. If you guys watch the videos, and think Malik Monk's really underrated. Think Keegan Murray re-signing Keegan Murray was nice. I like Keegan a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Keegan Murray is a shooter, and coach, what's the coach's name?
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown, Warriors pedigree guy. So you know he likes shooters. And then they got Kevin Herter back. Kevin Herter's like that, all right? One of the best white shooters in the NBA. I think Kevin Herter is really nice. And they got DeMar. Like, that's all you have to say. They got DeMar in the signing trade. They brought another star there. They have a big three now. Fox, Sabonis, and DeMar. And then, like, Malik Monk is like is like 3.5. It's a big 3.5. Like, Malik Monk is a half, like solid half, like there, just because of energy.
Yeah.
And so I really like this move from Sacramento because it's either go big or go home on De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. You
Yeah,
could
for sure.
this is it now. Like these next 2 years are put up or shut up. Because then after that, you got to pay Sabonis and you got to pay Fox again. So it's time. These 2 years you've invested in the youth and Keegan Murray, Kevin Herter. You got Malik Monk back for that vet leadership. You got DeMar. Now it's time for you guys to go out there and prove that you guys aren't that team from last year that lost in the play-in. You guys are a team and go out there and be dogs in the West.
Yeah, so I think a lot of the way I look at free agencies, trades, and stuff like that is, it's more about like when we talk about winning and losing. I think the
Yeah.
way we look at it is very similar. It's just the basic question is, did the team
Yeah.
get better?
Yeah.
And like DeMar DeRozan's way better than Harrison Barnes.
Yes.
So like, of course, the team got
Harrison
better.
Barnes is just a choker, man.
Here's my
Never
question
forget in
for you.
2016 when Harrison Barnes shit the bed. My bad. I
No,
cut you
you're
off.
good. You're good. Never forget.
Never forget. I won't let you forget that Harrison Barnes. I won't let you forget.
My question for you is, do you think this move makes them a solid contender? Because, and I'm talking like the way my top 4 teams, not in any order in the West, are the Mavs, the Thunder,
Okay.
the Timberwolves, and the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Do you think it puts them at that level? Do you think it puts them at that
It doesn't
5 to 8
it
level?
doesn't put them above those 4.
Yeah. So you think it's
Uh,
more to the 5 to 8 level? You think?
Yeah, I think you get to the playoffs, and if you get a good seed, say one of the top 4 has an injury and they're not
Yeah,
in that
for
top 4,
sure.
and they're 5, 6, 7, 8, you get a good seed. If you're the 4 seed or something, you have a favorable matchup in the playoffs, and you just stay durable.
Yeah.
And another thing that DeMar brings is playoff experience.
Right.
DeMar has a ton of playoff experience. LeBron sent him home so many times.
So how funny would it be if they end up being like a 4 seed and
And they
LeBron's a
send
5 seed? And,
oh my gosh, I would LeBron. Okay, I don't think LeBron's gonna make the 5 seed. If we're being completely honest,
I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean. Just
Yeah.
in essence, like if they match
Yeah.
up one time, like
yeah, that no,
again.
it's gonna be DeMarto or like Dele,
DeBronto.
yeah, or like
Sacrobronto.
Dakers, like Dakers or something like that, like
no,
DeMar's
no, because
Lakers.
DeMar doesn't own them.
Yeah,
It'd be like LeBron. LeBron owns the Kings, right? So it'd be the Kings, Lings,
Lings, Lings.
Yeah.
That would be
LeBron's
what if
Kings,
LeBron hits
Lings.
another buzzer beater on DeMar? You know how
Oh
funny
my
that would be?
God, dude.
That would be peak. House of Highlights would repost that
Oh God.
so much. But
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so
I agree with you in that
OKC,
sense.
Sacramento. What do you think about Philly?
I'm a big fan of Phillies. Here's okay, so like I think it's in the same vein of Sacramento when I'm talking winners and losers purely.
Yeah.
Philly got better, right? Like
Yeah.
they got better. Paul George is the perfect fit next to a guy like Embiid
And Maxi.
and Maxi. It's a perfect fit.
They
And
paid
Paul
Maxi
George,
too, right?
yeah,
What was
yeah.
it? What was that?
5-year, 200 something million,
270
straight rookie max.
Yeah.
I think something like
It's
that.
good. I'm happy, man. I've met
I
Tyrese
love him.
Maxey before. He's a cool guy, except he went to Kentucky. As
Yeah,
Vols
yeah.
fans, we don't like that. But he's a great guy to put alongside
Definitely deserved
Embiid.
it. For sure.
He earned that, man.
He earned that. I mean, we
I'm-
watched against the
yeah.
Knicks. He's
Yeah.
balling.
And you just gotta be happy for a guy. Like you can't be a hater. Like it's not like James Harden getting paid and Tyrese Maxey getting paid. It's two
I'll talk
completely
about that
different
in a
things.
second.
But all right, so what do you think about Philly though?
No, so Philly, I think this puts them in square contention with the
Okay.
Knicks and the Celtics and
Okay.
maybe Milwaukee. Milwaukee's kind of running based off of Giannis's name and nothing more right now. But
Yeah.
so I think the top 3 teams, Celtics, Knicks, Sixers. I still think the Celtics are like
Yeah.
premier, and I think right under them it's going to be the Knicks and the Sixers fighting for that
Yeah.
2 spot, and that's a good place to be in because here's the issue: you lose now, this is your squad. You got 2 years now.
Yeah.
This is it. You
Yeah.
lose, Embiid's gone. This is a reset, right? And that's perfect. This is the perfect way to do it. This is how you
Yeah.
want to do it because what happens is you have 2 years of Embiid, and what you can do is now if you lose out in the playoffs after having everyone healthy, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, we tried our best, right? Trade
Yeah.
Embiid, trade everyone else, and get your picks back and then start rebuilding. Or if Embiid is injured, then you can pretty much Daryl Morey can be like, look, it was never my fault. Look at this
Yeah.
guy; he's never healthy.
And it's really been the process in Philadelphia. It looks like it's finally come to fruition.
Yeah,
These 2 years mean the most to them now.
yeah, for sure. This is the biggest 2 years of
It is
Joel Embiid's
it.
career.
You went from the Simmons to Fultz to Embiid getting injured right off the bat to start his career. They've been patient. Philly, they need this, man. Philadelphia sports fans could throw a riot any given day.
Yeah, no, I think I know a lot of people the way they're complaining about this contract being a win/loss is how much they're paying him. Because
Yeah.
Paul George is 34 years old. He's
Yeah.
not getting any younger. Here's what a lot of people are saying on the other side, which I agree with. You're paying him $200 million for the first 2 years of this contract.
Yeah.
Right? His contract's going to suck in 2 years. But if you win a championship, none of it matters.
Yeah.
None of the money issues matter if you win it.
And all right, so let's go on another track here. We talk about Philly enough. Speaking of Milwaukee,
Yeah.
you talk about a team that last year, when you looked at it, when Dame came to Milwaukee, they had top 3 odds to win the finals, right? and you look at how underwhelming it's been. You look at the coaching struggles, but then you see that Doc Rivers' number one assistant now is Darvin.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think about Darvin Ham joining that
I think
team?
he's a good assistant coach.
Do you think
I think
he's
it's
good?
head coaching is a really difficult job in
Yeah,
the NBA. I think a lot
yeah,
of people look at these coaches and go, "Yeah, they suck." And the thing
yeah,
is, like, yeah, they might, but head coaching is it's so much pressure and
yeah,
all of expectations and everything. Assistant coaching is perfect for a lot of these former players. I think
yeah,
it's a great spot to be in. Here's my issue with this team. Dame's 35, 34, something like
yeah,
that. He's old.
yeah.
Giannis is about to turn 30. Chris Middleton's getting, a little
Good.
more
Milton's
injury
on his way
prone.
out, but like
Yeah, he's a little
he's
more injury prone. Like,
yeah. He'll give you
this
one
is
playoff vintage game
unlike
though.
Philly in my mind. This is their only year.
Yeah,
I think if you fail this year, you got to do something because Giannis isn't going to be happy. Does that mean a Dame trade out? What are you
I
supposed to do?
mean
Because like
his contract's huge.
yeah, and
Like
you traded picks for him. You traded Drew Holiday. You
yeah,
traded all that stuff. Like, what are you supposed to do?
and for me, it really comes down to you won one chip, but the second you won that one, you can't get fat and happy.
Exactly.
It's about establishing. It's about doing it again, and they didn't just win it last year or the year before. It's been a while
It's
now.
been a solid 3 years
It's
now.
been
Like,
and it's cemented. And now that we're looking back on it, they beat a not a good Phoenix team, but now we can tell the clear holes with Monty Williams leaving, with Chris Paul the way he is now. You can tell that in the moment it looked like, oh my gosh, Giannis just beat a really good
which
team.
like you could say that like that year. A lot of people have great years,
Yeah,
So that
and
was their peak, right?
that was their peak because they had Mikal Bridges, they had Cam
Oh, yeah, they had
Johnson,
a
they had
great
Chris
chemistry level
Paul,
team.
D
Yeah,
Book,
for sure.
Aiton was playing well.
Exactly.
I think that was their starting five, right? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
and they had Nabil on the team.
They
They
had
had Campaign.
campaign. There you
And
go.
so yeah, where is Campaign now? But is he in Milwaukee? He's in
Philly.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, he did get signed by
Let's
Milwaukee. He did.
let's look up where
Junkie.
let's look up where Campaign is right now.
He got arrested the other day.
Really?
He gave them. They were like, "What's your name?" And he gave
Oh
them
yeah, he
some
gave him a
random
fake
name, bro. I was
ID.
like, "Bro, what the
Why
fuck
would
are you
yeah?
doing,
Let's see,
bro?"
Campaign.
He's on the Bucks, isn't he?
Nope, he's on 70. Philly.
Philly, right? Okay.
Okay, Philly just went a -1 aura because you have. I didn't know Campaign went to Murray
He's a
State.
good back.
The Campaign no Campaign was right after John Morant. You think about it. He went to Murray State from 12 to 15. Morant came in 16.
Campaign was
And Morant came in 17.
Campaign was on that team with Westbrook, wasn't he? Or was that that was Reggie Jackson? I think Campaign was on that team too. Campaign was on that team
Campaign
too.
was on that team because I've seen videos of them dancing
Yeah,
together.
yeah. No, Campaign's kind of.
I mean, you
It's
look
an
at
interesting
Campaign, man, and it's just like,
Imagine if they'd won in 21.
yeah, because that man would have gotten a Bruce Brown level contract.
I think that's why a lot of people overrate not overrate, but kind of like talk about Giannis's ring a lot. Is
Yeah.
because
He
I think
saved
on the
us.
other side it was like he
saved
kind
us
of
from
broke. He
yeah.
broke three like he broke legacies. He was
yeah.
like
He
Chris
broke
Paul.
he broke Devin Booker's legacy.
He broke Chris Paul. He broke like Devin Booker's about to go into his 10th season. Do you know that?
yeah.
10th season of Devin Booker. You know how like that's crazy to me.
He's been playing really well though.
No. That's not the thing. It's just like was that his only chance? Like because
Yeah.
obviously with this payroll, like what are you doing in the Suns? But like
Yeah.
he's getting disgruntled. He might want to leave. Was that his only chance? So
yeah.
like no, Booker's great. I think he's one of the top shooting guards in the league. It's just how much could have changed if they just won. But all right, so let's move on to our losers.
Yeah, we went on a kind of a rant about Campaign.
Yeah, like our
Hey,
like our boy Junkie.
happy
Nabil.
birthday to Nabil Jawani, because we know he doesn't listen to the podcast.
Nor does he answer these texts.
Yeah.
So.
Answer the text, bro. Answer the text.
Anyways, so who do you have for your biggest loser?
Okay, I don't think he's the biggest loser.
Just one of the losers.
So I don't think he's the biggest loser. I think he's the
Yeah.
most important one though, and that's two different things to me.
Sure.
Lakers, and here's why.
Yeah.
I need to know what Pelinka does, like when he wakes up in the morning and like just decides on the start free agency not to recruit, because from what I understand,
Jerry Jones.
like it's one of those things where you have the greatest player of all time. You have the GOAT. He's not the best player in the league right now, but he is the GOAT. You have Anthony Davis, who is a top 15 player
and probably top 3 defensive center.
Yeah, in his own respect,
Yeah.
he's a dog.
He's
a dog.
He's a dog.
And so you have LeBron and AD. You have D'Lo, And so it's like, oh, like why don't people want to go to LA? It's because they're not actively pushing. They think their name is enough. But that's what Palenka doesn't understand. Being a big city isn't enough anymore. Before, people like Dwight Howard, Chris Paul wanted to go to LA. Like so many superstars, we've seen every single superstar cropped in a Lakers jersey because that's how it used to be before. Every guy automatically wanted to be in LA because of that pedigree. But that's not how the NBA works anymore. Even the small town teams make money because the collective bargaining agreement.
Exactly.
You don't have to go to the biggest city to make the big money. And because of that, you have to recruit harder. And LeBron, it's out there. LeBron was willing to take less money for DeMar.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It wasn't just DeMar, Clay, all of them. Like he was willing to take less money.
He like if you were to like you just gotta do a better job of recruiting when you have the market that you have. Every single House of Highlights post is about Dalton Connect or Bronny James or about how Bronny's shooting 1 for 8 and how DK shot like 1 for 6 his first game. But he's gotten it together later in the stretch. But the market that they command is insane.
Exactly.
Almost like 30% of their games are like nationally televised all the way through.
Yeah.
And the other like 70% you could find on ESPN2 or NBA TV. Everybody wants to watch the Lakers. So all you have to do is go out there and you use that. But they don't use that.
Yeah, I think that you said it correctly. Like Rob Pelinka is the problem at this
point.
Pelinka
is the problem. And Pelinka is a problem because he doesn't stand up to LeBron either. I'm 99.9% sure LeBron has the ability to hire and fire coaches.
Oh,
I've seen it. I saw it. Let's go through. Luke Walton.
Yeah.
Frank Vogel. Darvin Ham. Like
JJ
Redick. Like that's it. These are good coaches in the respect other than JJ Redick. Everybody knows I'm a D1 hater. But
I like him.
I like him as an assistant coach.
Yeah, he needs some experience.
But it's one of those things where you have to be able to stand to LeBron and say, like, hey, you're the GOAT. Let's work together on this and make it like an organizational thing. I'm not saying he has to be Jerry Krause and be like a pain to everybody else. I'm saying you have to understand what your job is. You're the general manager of the LA Lakers. You're not just some busboy that gets LeBron his water.
Exactly.
You have to be able to establish yourself, or just bring LeBron some players. What happened with Clay? What happened with DeMar? What happened with who are some other free agents they lost?
Clay, DeMar, James Harden. It was there was a bunch of different names that were being thrown out.
Watch. Like next week they're gonna sound like Russ or something as like a consolidation prize or something. Like it's just, it's not working anymore in LA.
Here's my I think the number one part of that summed up that whole issue was Clay not going to them because here are the three things they had going for them. First of all, you said it, big market.
Yeah,
big, probably top 1 or 2, 3 biggest markets in the league, right?
Yeah.
All right. Here's the number 2 thing. All right. Clay's dad played there.
Yeah.
Clay's dad
wanted him to go there.
Clay's dad said after Clay signed with the Dallas that he was annoyed because he wanted Clay to go to LA.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And we know how dad's stuff like that works in the NBA. Jalen Brunson. So, and then 3, LeBron, they offered him more money. They offered him $20 more million than the Dallas Mavericks offered him. So what happened, right? Because then you ask the question, like we said, Rob Pelinka must have happened because nothing else did.
It's like 2 years ago we made like a video about how ownership and front office was hindering the Lakers from winning a championship, and lo and behold, they've had a terrible 2 years.
Yep.
So that's really what it is. The numbers don't lie, facts don't lie. It's not like we're like showing up hot takes here. It's pretty common knowledge that Rob Pelinka sucks at his job. There's a clip of Rob Pelinka on the first day of free agency at Disney World. Like, this is the one day of the year, other than draft night, they should probably be locked in.
Yeah, and here's the funniest part is I actually think all things considered they got a really good draft considering they got DK at 17.
They got lucky. They got DK at 17. Bronny at 55, no comment.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Nepotism runs the league.
I'm not about to comment against the GOAT. Like that's
also like it happens all the time. Like it don't matter. Bronny's Bronny, bro. We'll see.
We'll see. Giannis, like if we were gonna say something, we'd say something about Giannis's brother first. Like, but yeah. All right, who's your loser for free agency?
All right, here I've got the other LA team ready to go.
Okay.
So we're gonna go on the Clippers here.
Okay. So the city of Los Angeles lost.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay.
And I'll start with probably the smallest one of these. I don't know. Well, I'll just start with James Harden.
Okay.
They just paid him $70 million.
Yeah.
2 years, 70 million. That's
Yeah.
35. It's a lot of money for a guy
Mhm.
who hasn't won anything. And like, I'm not gonna sit here and say James Harden is not a winner. I am a big James Harden hater. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that. Ian's brother
Yeah.
knows that for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a huge James Harden hater, but I can't sit here and say he's not done everything in his power to win. It's not like he's sitting out of playoff series. It's not like he's sitting out of seasons like Ben Simmons or load managing like Kawhi Leonard. He's out there playing. He's out there putting up numbers. He's out there assisting the ball. He's out there putting up triple doubles. But at this stage in his career, he hasn't won anything significant like a championship,
Yeah.
right? So what are you doing out there throwing $70 million at
Yeah.
James Harden? Because is he raising your ceiling by $70 million? Number two, and I think this one is the most significant one on their, and it's going to show up on their sheet. Paul George.
Yeah.
Paul George said in his podcast and stuff that he asked for the same contract Kawhi had, and he asked for some more, and then he asked for more, and then at some point he asked for the max, and they said no. Um, Here's the thing: the Clippers don't have any of their picks because they sent them to the Thunder.
For
Um,
Paul George.
yeah, for Paul George. They got Kawhi. They all that. That whole thing that happened means they don't have draft picks.
Yeah.
Okay,
They don't have a
so
future.
the only thing they could do, the only thing they had, that's the only choice they had to do for these next 2-3 years, was re-sign Paul George as running back. And
Yeah.
at this point, we know it's not going to happen, but you don't have a choice.
You sold your ship on
yeah.
this.
You had this. You had these last 4 years to win a
Yeah.
championship, and it didn't happen.
And at this point, even if Kawhi was fully healthy, there's a couple teams out there in the West that would give him a run for their money.
There's more than a couple teams. I feel like I just don't see them beating any of those top 4 that we listed earlier.
Yeah.
And so you have to try your best with Paul George, Kawhi, James Harden. You have to run it back again and again and see what happens. You didn't get Paul George, and now what are you doing? You're sitting there with Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and Terrence Mann. That's what your lineup. That's what you're bringing out. You got Zubats in there. Are they going to make the playoffs? Probably. They're probably going to be a 6 seed, 7 seed, 8 seed. I think they're in that same range as we were talking about, like the Kings, because they've got a couple of these nice superstars. They still got Kawhi Leonard, who played an entire season last year, put up great numbers. I think if he does that again, they're still going to be in that 6, 7, 8 slot. Then what do you do? Because they're going to they're going to sit into the playoffs. And I mean, they're going to have nothing to show for it. So
yeah, exactly. I get what you're saying.
I mean, like I don't know. There's nothing to there's just nothing they can do right now.
And honestly, this is kind of a sidetrack. Stadium doesn't look that good either. The new stadium,
Nor does the
I
logo.
I hate the ship thing. I didn't. I'm not gonna
You see
lie.
the logo?
Yeah, it's like it's a ship. It's a
Yeah.
It's,
Do you
it's a
see how
ship.
bad it looks? I couldn't even tell there's C on there.
No, I okay. Apparently, the Clippers' origin is like from the sea, which I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
So I was really confused when I first saw it. And I Googled it, and then I
Yeah.
saw it was like a ship thing. I do like that one thing. Did you see the jerseys? They have jerseys from every.
No, I didn't see that.
So they have a jersey from every team in the city, basketball team in the state of California.
Really?
Yeah, and they have it hung up like in like a wall.
It's kind of
It's
interesting.
like 90 some jerseys. And so it's only like I think it's only 5As. It's only major cities,
That's not bad.
but or major schools. But it's cool and it's nice. That's the only thing I liked about it.
Yeah.
But let's go.
I got one more though.
Okay.
One more part of this Clippers thing.
Dang.
I mean, the more mistakes they've made.
Yeah. City of LA is not winning.
Well, this mistake starts with Kai Jones. Kai Jones pulls the gun on Instagram Live. He's with the Hornets and all that. He does all this stuff. And obviously, the brother needs some. Needs
Kai
some
Jones
mental
needs
help.
Yeah.
He just needs.
He
some
said
mental
he was
help,
better
right?
than Michael Jordan on Twitter. You remember that?
I was like, what's going on, man?
Like, don't you average 4 points a game? Like,
he didn't play a single minute in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Even in the garbage time. So. Obviously the brother needs some help, but first they get him instead of just being like, yo, go get some rehab. They just signed Kevin Porter Jr. And here's my take on this. With the whole Jonte Porter situation where he
hold up, bro. Kevin Porter and Jonte.
That's why I'm comparing it. Let me give you the comparison.
Okay.
You're gonna ban a dude for life for betting on a couple of games.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, let's give this dude who beat people another chance in the NBA.
Yeah.
Let me. He beat
And
the crap out of someone. Let
Yeah,
me
he
go
beat the crap. Didn't he beat the crap out of his
his
girlfriend?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like I was like, so domestic violence. We're just gonna
Yeah, I
keep
don't
giving this
think.
dude chances.
Honestly, this is a segment we should post because that is the one duality in all sports leagues I don't like.
Yeah.
You remember Ray Rice?
Yes,
Ray
bro.
Rice beat his kids and was only suspended 6 games.
Bro, Tyreek Hill, like we got all these.
Tyreek Hill. I'm already a D1 hitter. Tyreek. Adrian Peterson, dude.
Yeah, all
AP,
this stuff.
AP literally went on a press conference. So AP, like, it's known he beat his kids. They suspended him for a whole year because that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
He came back and in a press conference, he was like, "I still discipline my children." I was like, what?
Kevin, yeah, I mean this dude does not deserve the chance that he gets.
We're gonna,
He's getting paid millions of dollars.
I'm not saying we shouldn't ban people for betting, guys. That's not what we're saying.
Yeah, that's not what we're saying.
We're saying the standards really crap right now.
We're just saying the punishments need to start fitting. Like I think actual bans, you know how
like Jonte Porter's going to jail.
Here's probably a better one. Kyrie Irving on the Nets. He wasn't reposting that video that he posted because he was anti-Semitic. He was doing it because of Black History Month.
Yeah,
like that video that he posted. The league made him do this whole apology. They made him go into like this training and all that.
And he received so much hate on social media.
All I'm asking for, give him a couple years suspension. Make him actually go to rehab. Some anger issues classes, some domestic classes. Like he needs to go and learn about this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Actual discipline. But I can't be out here and saying an organization. Here's my thing with it, because it could be a one-off. You think, oh yeah, they just signed him because they're trying to see if he's still good. They were interested in Miles Bridges too. Did you know
Miles Bridges? Wait, is Miles Bridges the
he
guy
just got
he
also beat his girl.
wife. Yeah, he would be. I think they were married.
He just got re-signed by the Hornets, by the way. But he also they were like yeah, we're interested. And Miles Bridges was like, yeah, I want to go there because they're giving people second chances. And I was like, yeah, because you just beat your wife. You don't deserve a second chance like that. Like,
and it brings you.
What are you doing?
And then in the NFL too, because I know a lot more like Ray Rice, Adrian Peterson, Deshaun Watson, bro.
That one
26. Was it 26? It's 26
like
27.
That. It's probably more.
26 cases of sexual assault.
Yeah.
We'll say SA because like I don't want to get canceled.
This is like this whole.
Do you know who should get canceled? Deshaun Watson,
Kevin Porter Jr.
Like cancel. Here's my first. No, we need to get AP canceled first. That's the one that gets me because
AP's legacy is like somehow untarnished.
Yes, people talk about Adrian Peterson. He's like one of the greatest running backs of all time, and I'm like, yeah, but like
he's like also like
he beat his children.
He's also an abuser.
And then dude, he came back and like they were like, oh, AP's top 5 rushing all time, and they celebrated the whole thing like nothing ever happened. And I was like, whoa,
right. This is a terrible comparison, but like Mike Vick went to jail for dogfighting.
Yeah, bro. No. The animal abuse is still bad. What's wrong with you?
That's not what I'm saying. Okay. Like, what? AP beat his kids and like 1 year suspension. All right, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
No, Jonte Porter went to jail for 4 years. For betting. He did not hurt a soul. Michael Vick went to jail for 1.5 years for hitting his dog.
And by the way, this podcast is brought to you by DraftKings. Like,
bro.
That's what the NBA like here.
Yeah, like
we're not saying,
wait, dude,
we're not saying these things shouldn't be punished.
We're saying we're saying
punished.
We're saying the bad crime should be punished.
We're saying the bad crime should also be punished.
Yeah,
not be like,
the bad crime should be punished worse. I'll say it.
Steve Ballmer's like, oh yeah, you beat your kids and your wife. All right, bet. Well, I'll get you on the Clippers.
Like
then.
Jonte Porter going to jail for 4 years for betting when he's an active member of the NBA. And Kevin Porter going on he went on a 1 year hiatus. He went to Turkey and got paid too.
He wasn't making that much.
He was making 10 grand.
Like 10 grand a year, dude.
10 grand a year?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, that's that's below the poverty line. If you make below 10 grand a year in the United States, you're considered homeless.
But like, Turkey, I don't know how the like conversion rates for stuff.
He's probably living pretty nice. They probably paid for his housing and food and stuff.
I think it's 10K for the entire contract or something like. It was not good. It was not.
I thought it was 10K per month. I was like, oh, dude, at least he's making 120.
No, dude. There's no way. There's no way it's 120K. That's how much. That's more than NBA.
Will you hold my mic while I look this up?
That's more than WNBA players get paid.
Kevin
120K per year, bro. That's
Porter.
6 figures.
He played in Tel Aviv, right?
I don't know. Just look Kevin Porter Jr. overseas contract or something.
International contract.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, I'm
Should be
back.
good.
Okay. 23-year-old guard signed with Thessaloniki-based club
10K.
POK for the remainder of the. Okay, so he played no, but he only played,
Yeah, but it was only
which
a
ends
10
on April 2nd. So he got paid. It was a
yeah,
month and a
yeah,
half.
but like it was only 10.
Yeah,
Like,
but for
that
a month and a half.
yeah, but it wasn't like 10K a month. It was
Yeah,
like
it was
10K for the contract.
one
like,
time
one
fee of
time
10K.
payment
So basically, the bro got to go to PAOK on vacation
for a year, basically.
for a year.
Which Turkey's a nice
Yeah,
place.
Turkey's beautiful.
It's
I
a
would love to go to
beautiful-
Turkey.
Yeah, my parents said it's
And,
great.
your parents went to Turkey.
It's a great place. So
Yeah.
like he went to vacation for a year.
Yeah.
Steve Ballmer's like, I bet I'll get you on a minimum few $100,000. Come back.
Yeah.
If you're good, I'll re-sign you for more. I'm
And
just
the
proud.
people that are judging us for saying this, you're wrong because
yeah, like, you're wrong.
you're
Because
actually
supporting. You're supporting.
you're
a child
supporting
and domestic
you're supporting
abusers.
people who like
abuse their wives.
who
like,
abuse children.
like
I know we only have 127 followers, but all 127 need to know that this is wrong. Okay, like
okay,
like-
all right.
like we're laughing because
Because it's
why
so
don't more
absurd.
people say this? This is so obvious. Like
because it's so absurd.
like casual NBA fans will be like, yo, Jonte Porter too is terrible,
dude,
man. Like
they
he
gave,
ruined the league.
they
Oh,
gave,
what about Kevin Porter? Oh, yes, I like
they
Kevin
gave,
Porter.
they gave Ja Morant a suspension over pulling a gun on live, which like it's bad. We're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that's
I
bad,
do-
right?
yeah.
Right? But you don't even like. What if that gun wasn't even real? Like you just
It
don't know. Yeah, it could have been a Nerf gun or something, right?
Am I there?
Yeah, you're back. You're back. No, you're not. Yeah, you're back now.
Okay.
Just hold it. I don't know.
Hello.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
back. They gave him a suspension, 25 game. Miles Bridges beat his wife. How many games did he get? Like 25.
Yeah, I think
I
you
was
get
like,
the same amount of games
I was
suspended.
like, what do
like-
you mean, bro?
Like it's just
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
it. That's my
yeah.
take on it. I don't really like. It was. I wasn't trying to get off on a tangent, but we just
Yeah.
kind of like started like
start talking about for
pushing
10 minutes.
absurdity of
No, it's really bad.
abuse. Like
No, okay, got on this. Okay,
Yeah.
this entire thing is serious, but on like an actual like PSA. No, we're not saying like betting and stuff like that should not be punished. We're saying the standard for all professional sports leagues, in particular the NBA and the NFL, they need to be held to a higher standard because the entire world is watching them.
yeah, we're
All
saying the goalpost
people,
move.
yeah, people see Kevin Porter Jr., Miles Bridges, like they see people like that get let off with a slap on the wrist, while people like Jonte Porter, who it's a white collar crime, so nobody got hurt. That's what white collar is. Nobody got hurt. The crimes Kevin Porter Jr. and Miles Bridges committed, people could have died. Like that's what we're trying to say. Like the standard, like how has nobody said this before? Like what the
No,
heck?
people are saying it. I think I pulled it for like it's just they're just not
This is-
trying to because the NBA they're gonna lose
Yeah, it's-
money, right? If
guys,
they-
it's yeah. Boothside Sports. No matter, guys, we'll never let the money get to us because we have none. Yeah, that's right.
that's not no. Here's the thing. I don't know if this was a true thing or not, but I think I saw the other day that the Clippers were also interested in Josh Primo or something.
Bro, why?
That's what I'm saying. Like Kai Jones, Miles Bridges, they were interested in. He
Yeah.
re-signed with the Hornets. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, let's talk NFL.
All right,
now.
let's
talk
actually
NFL.
move off of this.
All right, okay. So I have a particular talent of knowing all 32 teams in the NFL, as do millions.
I feel like yeah, we've got.
So do I.
So do I. Like,
So let's go. Who do we say? Josh Allen.
no, I think we're just ranking top tens, right? That's what we're doing.
Oh, we're ranking. You're
Top
ranked top 10 or top 32?
Dude, I don't know if we could do 32. It might take us like an hour, right?
It would not take us an hour. I'd list
To
every
do like
single.
a full like 32 list, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's start with top 10. If that doesn't take long, we'll go down the list
Okay.
a little. We know what number one is.
Mahomes.
Yeah, it's not close. Mahomes is the best
All right.
quarterback in the league.
Who's the
He's got
second
Super
for
Bowl.
for me? Number 2, and I'm
It's-
not blowing smoke. It's Josh Allen.
Is it?
Who
All
do you
right, so
think?
here's
Who do you
okay, so
think?
here
Who
are
do you
the three
think it
names
is?
on that. Here, actually, I
If
think
I
there's
hear
four
CJ,
names.
if I hear CJ
it's not.
Stroud,
He's not. He's a
okay.
solid 7 to 10.
Okay.
Here's my 4 names on that list.
Wait, in order?
No, just like that could be number 2. Josh Allen,
Yes.
right? Lamar Jackson,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow,
Yeah.
and Jalen Hurts. Those are my 4
Yeah.
names. I think
Okay.
those are the 4 names that could take number 2. We wouldn't really be mad.
Can I punk the other 3 then?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, if it was 2 years ago,
probably. But this injury
Yes,
concern,
the
I can it
injury
moves him down a few
concerns,
slots.
and when you're looking at both of their games, Josh Allen, yes, in the long term, will have like a
Here's my only thing with Josh Allen though. Like the interceptions, the fumbles really do
yeah. They
get
add
to me a
the
little bit.
the
Like
turnovers total add up.
so, like
But
I don't know.
right now, this could change this year. He makes it work though. He does,
Yeah, I mean,
which is why for me he's number 2. What do you think?
I can. I'll give him
I
that. I'll
think
give him
you
that.
should get behind Josh
I
Allen at
think
number
Josh
2.
Allen at number 2 it's a good bet.
It's tough,
It's
but
a good bet.
it's okay. So
now
who's your
now the
3?
question is Lamar or Jalen Hurts, and I
Lamar
think
Halen
it's I
Lamar Jalen Burrow. Like
I still think
in that's the
yeah
group.
yeah that those are the 3, right?
Yeah, those are 3.
All right, here's my case. All right, Burrow is I think when healthy still
Yeah,
the best of those 4.
yeah,
This year we want to see him get back into his
yeah,
prime form. I think I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna stick him. I think a 5 is a good spot for him.
yeah.
So I think
Because
for me
Jalen Hurts,
for sure.
yeah, Jalen Hurts needs his flowers.
I
So
think I don't know. I actually think I'd take Lamar
yeah, the Jalen
because of
Hurts
the
is a
year. Just
4.
yeah, I think
Lamar was the MVP. Lamar's 3.
Lamar was the MVP. The numbers might not back that up as much, but
Yeah.
he led a great seed.
So
It was a
I
good
saw this quote from JJ Watt. Big fan of JJ Watt.
yeah
The most valuable player and the best player in the NFL are starting to become 2 different things.
yeah.
Because Christian McCaffrey could have just as easily made a case for MVP.
This is my MVP.
2014 JJ Watt was the most valuable
Was
player.
definitely the MVP.
Yeah, but it's just
well,
how it is.
I think nowadays it's become the most
Yeah.
valuable quarterback award.
Yeah.
So
So the people throwing the touchdowns make the most money, right?
right.
So
And
they sell the most
no,
jerseys.
so I think
Lamar 3,
Lamar 3, I'm cool with that. Jalen Hurts is 4
4,
for sure.
and then 5 is Burrow.
5 is Burrow. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting behind that. for
Here's
sure.
where I gotta have this one type of thing for me.
6 could be Jared Goff.
Or Dak Prescott, Sahil. You're forgetting Dak.
I'm not forgetting him, dude. He just doesn't do anything when it matters.
Okay.
I mean, like Brock Purdy's in that conversation if you really want to go after that.
No, dude. Dak Prescott, numbers wise,
Come on.
he's better than Goff for sure.
He throws a lot of stuff, but like, dude, you've watched these games, bro.
Yes, he had. Okay, yes, Dak has the best of everything. Good O line, always had good receivers. Tony Pollard this year took a bit of a step back, but he's always had good running backs.
Great defense too.
Yeah,
is the issue.
Dak's had the best of everything. Dan Quinn's one of the best defensive coordinators too, and he had Kellen Moore.
Yeah,
but
like
I still think it's one of those situations where he may have faltered, but he has not crumbled.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's faltered.
So who do you think would be 6 instead?
I actually really like
Jared Goff.
At that position. I actually really like
would
Jared
Dak
Goff.
be 7 for you?
I think Jared Goff and then Dak Prescott, and then I think Brock Purdy right after that.
Yeah,
I think that's probably the list. Jared Goff, Dak.
That's 9, isn't it?
It should be 3, 6. No, 8. That'd be 8 with Purdy. Because I'm writing these down right now. Purdy.
And
that's 8.
so
And then honestly, right after that, I'd probably put Stroud.
CJ.
Yeah. CJ at 9.
Yeah,
that's probably like.
And then at 10, retired Tom Brady.
Right now we have.
Yeah, I know.
He might be better than Dak. No, so we have Matt Stafford. I think I don't think he's high right now because again injury concerns move him down a little bit. I love Matt Stafford. Okay, so we have Matt Stafford, Tua, Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield. Jordan Love.
A lot of people fighting for that 10 spot.
Jordan Love.
One second, read the rest of them because you haven't gotten to Aaron Rodgers yet either.
Hurts is down. Aaron Rodgers is coming off of an ACL
or Trevor Lawrence.
tear.
I'm just telling you names.
Yeah,
I got
you.
Think right now.
Herbert. I still Jordan Love, dude. When he showed me in those playoffs, like I mean,
did you see the footwork drill?
Something.
Did you see the footwork drill?
Yes, bro.
Him versus Justin Fields,
dude. He looks so much cleaner.
It's just kind of disrespectful for me off of one season to put Jordan Love over Justin Herbert. I'm not.
Here's my difference.
The arm talent
here's the
miles.
Thing. One season versus however many.
Yeah.
What are the playoff stats?
Justin Herbert doesn't have a playoff one.
He doesn't have a single playoff.
Jordan Love has one
in his first season as a starter.
Hey, I'm not saying Jordan Love's not gonna be better. I just think
I'm also like I'm low on Herbert, by the way. Like this is like
really.
this isn't a known fact, but like I'm like not.
I'm super high
I
on Jordan
liked him
Love.
a lot.
I
I'm
like Jordan
super
Love.
super
Like
high on Jordan Love. I love.
I'm not saying I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
fit
yeah.
him in a 10. I'm just saying the Justin Herbert
Here,
like.
I'll give you the stats from this season if you want, just to take a look
Do
at
you
it.
have him?
Yeah, I have them pulled up.
Okay.
19 games.
Who is it? Who is it?
Jordan Love. We'll start with
Okay.
Jordan Love. 19 games, 64.5%. Um, 4,600 passing yards, 37 passing touchdowns, 13 interceptions.
Okay. So 4,037 touchdowns to 13 picks.
Yeah, let's go Herbert. 13 games, 3,100 pass yards, 20 passing touchdowns.
So on
7
scale, he would have
interceptions.
gotten the passing yards. We wouldn't have gotten the touchdowns.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I
And
can.
like and some of this can be a product
Yeah.
of like the system you're in.
Yeah.
But Jordan Love didn't have amazing receivers. He had first and second year guys, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Moore. Like
Watson.
he was throwing
Christian
to these
Watson
guys.
was injured for part of the year too with the hamstring.
I mean, he's got
Okay,
some of
I
these.
can honestly. The list isn't like the list is supposed to be current and
Yeah.
unbiased. So
I
I can
like
go.
Jordan Love.
I can go Jordan Love. I can go Jordan Love
Yes.
because it's supposed to be current. It's
Yeah.
coming off of.
I like Jordan Love at 10.
Yeah.
I like Jordan Love at 10 a lot. And Hurts, the whole thing is he was almost second in MVP voting. He was still a top 10, top 12 quarterback this year. We'll see this season if he holds up. I just really like Jalen Hurts as well. All right, so we still have Matt Stafford, which
Herbert goes at 11, by the way. Like
does he though?
that's
my
Herbert's
question.
better than
Dude,
Stafford.
Here's
Who's
my
left?
thing: Stafford, Kirk Cousins, Tua. All right, here's my thing: Tua has 4,800 pass yards, 30 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, but Herbert was injured for part of the year. Like
4 games.
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins, 2,300, 18 passing touchdowns. Kirk Cousins has 2 less passing touchdowns than Justin Herbert with 5 less games.
Yeah, that you also said that's also part of the product of it
Which
too. He was
I'm not saying that, and I'm not.
He was in
If
LA,
it was
bro.
pure talent, I mean, like, it's probably. I mean, if it's pure talent, Lamar's above Josh Allen, right? Like, just because of the running talent.
Yeah.
So I mean, who's the better quarterback?
Like, who's the better quarterback between who? You have to say that.
All right, that's fine. Let's it's Tua and Justin Herbert. Who is the better quarterback?
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Right. And then
I don't like giving Herbert his flowers, but like you're right.
11. So that's 12, right?
That should be 11.
That should be 11. So we're looking at 12.
All right, so now
12.
we have
It's Kirk,
we
Tua,
have Matt Stafford,
Kirk,
Tua,
Kirk,
and Baker. Kirk's injury puts him back for me a little bit.
Yeah,
he's coming off of a tear.
Between Stafford and Tua,
I actually think Tua.
I actually think Tua too.
Tua, and I understand some of that is a product, but they've done well for him.
Tua and
Tua
then
at 12.
Cousins and Stafford.
Stafford, Cousins, and Baker.
I think I'd rather have Stafford than Cousins and Baker.
I think it's Stafford.
Yeah.
Cousins,
Baker.
Yeah,
that's agreed, and that puts us at 14 or 15, right?
Okay, where does Aaron Rodgers go?
Where do we at right now? How many numbers are we at?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15.
15. So that's our top 15.
I think
16.
I think we could slot in Aaron Rodgers between
Tua and Stafford, or Stafford and Cousins.
I was gonna say Herbert and Tua.
Oh,
do you think Aaron Rodgers today is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert?
I mean, no. Honestly, no. I think between
he's
Herbert
better
and
than
Tua,
Tua,
I think he's
though.
better than Tua.
So I like him between them.
Yeah,
that puts us at 16.
16.
All right, we'll just finish the list off. Though.
Okay, and so
All right.
I can list quarterbacks that are left.
Baker Mayfield.
No,
we just put Baker at 16. Baker at 16.
Okay,
I like this list so far. All right, so Flacco's not starting. Deshaun Watson's there. Trevor Lawrence has got it. Oh shit.
What? No,
Trevor Lawrence is better than Baker.
I would put Trevor Lawrence
above Cousins
after Stafford and above Cousins.
I like that.
So we're at 17.
Think this is a prove year for him.
Yeah, this is a prove year
contract. Yeah, I like that. I like Trevor Lawrence there.
Did we put Brock Purdy on? We did, right?
Yeah. Purdy is at 3, 6. He's at 8.
This doesn't include the segment where we list every quarterback we'd rather have because Purdy has Shanahan's offense style.
Yeah, this is more of a. This isn't like if we were going off who would you rather have as a quarterback. That's a different conversation than who's the better quarterback.
Yeah, because 49ers have everything, so it helps Purdy. Good for
exactly.
him. What do we have left?
We have some names left. Let me see. We have Deshaun Watson, which I think is going to be bottom 10.
Yeah.
We put Stafford in.
AR.
Anthony Richardson. Well, from the 4 games he's shown us: Geno Smith, Justin
No,
Fields, Russell Wilson
yeah.
is the starter there.
Derek
Derek Carr,
Carr,
who's going to be also bottom 10.
K1. Think Kyler can show us something, and
Minshew,
I
Watson, Aiden O'Connell. Okay, we're kind of getting towards the dredges. Let's go back up a little bit because I have a list of a lot of the quarterbacks that played last season pulled up in
yeah
front of me. That's why we're kind of
yeah.
scrolling through and getting our
Let's
bearings.
see. Let's
Do you think
go.
Anthony Richardson is a top
No,
20
you were
quarterback?
missing someone. Go back down.
Am I missing someone?
Trevor Lawrence. Who's that?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
They have him low because of the
Yeah.
injury issue.
Go down. Keep going down.
Herbert, Anthony
Anthony
Richardson,
Richardson.
Geno
Gino.
Smith.
Yeah. Gino. I think Gino and then Anthony Richardson or Anthony Richardson and Gino. But that's the next two for sure.
Yeah, I like AR and then Geno.
Okay.
I like that
I can agree to that.
just because of just the raw talent.
AR Gino. And let's go current going into this year. So teams with new quarterbacks. Let's put Caleb Williams.
You think he's already a top 20?
I think Caleb Williams is already a top 20.
12,
Better
15.
than everybody else that's left.
He is actually going to be right at 20.
Yeah.
I like that. I think putting Caleb at 20 is a safe bet.
Yeah.
Because he could be like CJ, he could
Yeah.
be a top 10 quarterback, but he hasn't played a snap.
Yeah.
So I like that.
And then Steelers,
I
Russ.
kind of like
I
like
like
Kyler
Russ.
Murray at 21.
Okay, then
I
Russ
like
at
K1
22.
at 21 and then Kate and then yeah, cuz and I don't know. Do you think we should move K1 up? Do you think it's a little disrespectful to have him this low?
No.
Cuz
No.
well
bro.
look, here's my thing. We're putting AR has 3 games played.
No. So his entire playing style, Kyler Murray's, is based off of him being able to move in the pocket and staying healthy, and he's coming off of an injury that is designed to prohibit him from doing
That's
that.
true.
And he's a locker room cancer. But he's a heck of a player. I'm just calling how I see it.
Okay, I like that. All right. What do we add? We
Let's
put
see.
Russ, right?
We put
Yeah.
Russ. So we got Derek Carr, Aiden O'Connell, Fields. Which Fields we can scrap. And,
He's a backup.
Jay Daniels, Drake May, Bo Nix. Can we put Bo Nix and JJ McCarthy?
Bo
And
Nix is
JJ
probably
McCarthy.
32.
Yeah, let's put Bo Nix at 32.
Bo Nix is definitely 32. I like the Bo Nix at 32.
JJ McCarthy at 31.
I like JJ McCarthy at like the 28, 20. I think there's a couple quarterbacks we could put, right? Let's look at this bottom part of this.
Okay,
list.
I'll put Drake May above both of them.
Who's starting on the
Jaden
Seahawks?
Williams. Oh, who's starting for the Seahawks this year?
Is
Gino.
it Sam Howell?
It's Gino, Sahil.
Is it Gino?
We already
or
put
Sam
him on there.
Howell? I'm just curious.
You want me to go
Will
through?
Levis, dude.
Oh yeah, Levis.
He's at 33 right now on this list.
Let's put Levis right here, right after Gino. And then we can
no
move
after
as we
Russ.
see it.
You mean?
Yeah, after Russ.
Yeah, I like Levis after Russ.
And then can we put Jaden Daniels?
After Levis, let me write these names down then. Jaden Daniels.
Oh, and Bryce Young.
Oh,
I think Jaden Daniels is already better than
No,
that's disrespectful.
Yeah, that is disrespectful.
We got to get Bryce some help down there.
I
too.
low key think Bryce is above Levis too.
Yeah, Bryce is above Levis.
So let me put Bryce, Russ, Levis. Here, what I'm gonna do is so our top 10 for sure is a lock. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, Jalen Hurts, Burrow, Goff, Prescott 7, Purdy 8, CJ 9, Jordan Love 10. I like that. All right.
Yeah.
Herbert 10 to 20, 11 to 20. Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, Tua, Stafford, Trevor Lawrence, Cousins, Baker. What is that? 3, 6, 7. AR at 8. AR at 18. Gino at 19. Caleb at 20. I like that. All right. Now we've got let's see. We've got those 20 out of the way. We've got 12 quarterbacks left. So we've got K1, Russ, Bryce Young, Levis, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix,
Drake May.
I'm gonna just write these names down and then we
write all of them down.
We got 6, 7. Who are we missing? Drake May.
What teams are we missing? We covered Florida. We covered the AFC East.
Dude, the Giants. Daniel Jones.
Oh crap! Is Daniel Jones making a top 20?
We'll look at it. I just want to write these down before.
Aiden O'Connell. Oh wait, did you put Gardner Minshew on there?
No, I didn't.
Okay, because you only
He's
put one
for
for each team.
I'm gonna put Gardner Minshew. I think he's gonna start.
Aiden's staying first team though.
What is he?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put Aiden. All right, we got 3 names left, I think, on this list. Who are we missing? Do you know? We got the Jets, we got the Giants, we got the Steelers, we got the Texans, we got
Did
the
you put
Raiders.
Jaden Daniels? Did you put Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the AFC East. You have
Patriots, Jets.
everybody in the AFC North. Do you have everybody in the AFC South? You have everybody in the AFC West. So we have the entire AFC, I think.
Deshaun Watson.
No, oh, sorry, we missed AFC North. Deshaun Watson. Okay, and then the NFC North is Bears, Vikings, Packers, and
JJ McCarthy. Forgot to write him down.
Oh, you forgot to write JJ McCarthy. All right, so that's everybody.
No,
Right?
there's one more.
Okay, NFC South is Texans, Jags, Titans, and what's the Colts? So you have
I
everybody.
have all of them.
All right. You have all. You have all the
Yeah, I
quarterbacks.
have all of them. Who are like some really terrible like names that I'm missing? I gotta be missing someone like small, right? I feel like we have all the big names right now.
Yeah, we have all the big names.
All right, let me start here. We know we started. Okay, so we got the Colts, we got the Seahawks, we got the Bears, we've got the Broncos because I put Bo Nix. We've got this Derek Carr. That's the last name. Okay.
So Derek Carr starts us off of the list at 21.
I think K1's above.
Oh wait, K1 didn't make top 20.
No. So the top 20, like Caleb's that, and then we have K. So these were our list. What we made was K1, Russ,
Okay.
Bryce, and Levis.
Okay.
So so let's start. Let's go then this list. Is Jaden Daniels better than Will Levis right now? No, right?
Yeah.
Bo Nix, we know, is at 32. Drake May is going to be above Bo Nix. We know that.
And he's going to be above JJ too.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm just going on this list. I haven't put him up yet, but yeah, he's going to be above JJ too. JJ. Yeah, I agree with this. JJ's got weapons, so I'm going to give him a little bit when we fully. Okay, Daniel Jones. This is an interesting one. Is he above?
He's not above
He's
Will
above
Levis.
Bryce Young, though.
He's not above Levis, though.
I think he is.
Okay.
I think Daniel Jones
I can see
is.
it.
I think as being a full-time starter, I think Bryce needs a year. I actually think Bryce is going to be really good this year.
Yeah.
With his new head coach, I really like him.
And they got South Carolina guy, Leggett.
Yeah, I like him too.
Xavier, is it Xavier Leggett?
Yeah, it's him. The southern
country accent.
Yeah. All right, so we got K1, Russ, Daniel Jones, Bryce Levis, Jaden Daniels. Okay, is Aiden O'Connell? Aiden O'Connell's like at the 31 slot for me. I think he's worse than JJ McCarthy.
Okay.
I watched a couple of those games. They weren't good. Deshaun Watson.
He's above. I think he's below. I would rather have
right below Levis, I think.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Above Jaden Daniels, probably.
Yeah.
Just because, again.
Yeah, rookies. You don't know.
You just don't know.
Okay.
Watson. And then Derek Carr is the last name. Yeah. What are we doing with him? This is an interesting one.
Let's put Derek Carr above. Let's put Derek Carr above Deshaun Watson, below Will Levis. Because it's like the Joe Flacco thing. He can still go out there and sling it. And he plays great sometimes.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, guys. That's our 32. Read them all from the top.
All right, let me go from the top. So top 10. We got Mahomes. Easy. Josh Allen, Lamar, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, CJ Stroud, and Jordan Love.
Okay.
Love that top 10.
Okay.
And this isn't like, this is our opinion.
Yeah.
We just want to let you guys know. This
is the truth, though.
We like to say this is the truth. We like to say this is, but this is an opinion. So like, if you guys have differences that you guys
comment them down below.
Yeah, comment them.
Comment right now.
11 to 20. Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, Tua Tagovailoa, Matthew Stafford, Trevor Lawrence, Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield, Anthony Richardson, Geno Smith, Caleb Williams.
Yep.
And then we have 21 to 32 is going to be Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Daniel Jones, Bryce Young, Will Levis, Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, JJ McCarthy, Aiden O'Connell, and Bo Nix.
Yes, sir.
Solid to me, honestly.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. If you made it to the end, pat yourself on the back, because I don't think anybody's made it. But when we get super famous and everybody else goes back and starts listening to all of our stuff,
we'll have clips for all the.
Also, guys, shout out to Messi jersey. Messi's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Saw his ankle looked like mine.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, man.
I have a picture of my ankle. It looks very similar to what
I'll tell you. I'll tell you this afterwards. But I have a story about the guy who injured your ankle.
All right, guys.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Logging out. Also, I have the OVO hat. Show some love to the OVO hat.
See you guys.